our co-chairs for the Halloween parade. So I'll have them get the email together, volunteer sheet.
So many of you are new. I'm not sure how many have been involved in our Feeding the Homeless before. If you have been, raise your hand. So for those of you who don't know about it, 6 times a year, we've been working with oh, I'm sorry, John, I hope I'm not interrupting you. So Peter and Paul Parish down in Soulard has a pretty large parish hall with a very nice kitchen. We prepare the meals and then we serve them. And the last few times we've been serving about 95 to 100 people. And these are all basically homeless people or very, very poor people who live in the St. Louis area. Some of them live in homeless shelters. Our last opportunity this calendar year is November 5th, Saturday, November 5th. And we're going to be doing a lunch meal. I will be firing up my pellet grill and smoking some pork shoulders and some chicken. We'll be doing that with probably some potato salad and coleslaw that we'll be serving. So if you can help, let me know. It's really a good time. As those who have helped, I think will tell you that it's kind of makes you feel good to do it. And it's a good cause. And this club has been generous enough again to support the funding for those meals. Let's see, my last thing is that I will be gone from October 1st to the 16th. We're taking a trip to Greece, so I won't be making any more announcements about this, but I'll send you an email then. If you have any questions, just please ask me.
Thank you. What time should we start that day?
I'd say 11.
Okay. Are we just buying sides then to go with the?
We're dividing sides, yes.
Okay.
And then I'll have the store.
Hi. As much as you want.
It's like
I did trim this morning, actually. Hey, real quick, I was going to put together a formal presentation for one of our meetings, but this is a perfect time to do a little bit more impromptu. So as part of the board, I had the opportunity to be on the board and appreciative of that over the years, or the last few years, and now I've moved into the position of membership this year. So I wanted to put together a formal presentation, talk about that, but let's do it impromptu. So when I joined Rotary, I had the opportunity to join Rotary. It was a really dynamic time. There's a lot of growth, a lot of membership. It seemed like every meeting we're having new Rotary inductees. And so then COVID hit. And and obviously folks that were involved kind of slid away. And so that was a pretty tough time. And then post-COVID coming back around. The good thing post-COVID coming back around, the tables are different. So everybody's kind of moving around the different tables. So that's a good thing. But in reality is our membership has declined somewhat. And I guess historically this Rotary, you had anybody and everybody, you know, and I'd like to go out and solicit a few people in the community. I'm going to do that to see if they'd entertain just attending it first. But I guess one of the charges is to bring in new members or prospective members. They're just guests. And we have today and everybody to do that, and inclusive of myself, because I'm not very good at that, but invite friends and someone that's involved, engaged in the community that might be interested in joining Rotary, and invite them. And so it seems like that opportunity is there. We used to do that a lot. We passed the monkey out. Whose idea was to pass the monkey? Who was it? Okay, so Jay, just something to get some things rolling. You know, you got to invite somebody. I had the idea of putting a list in front of you. This was in the formal presentation. Write down 3 names. I was going to run around and collect those lists, and I was going to check those off every meeting if somebody invited somebody, you know, hold people accountable. So I don't have that, but it's just that idea. And would everybody tend to agree that membership is down a little bit, and we need to maybe increase efforts on that? Okay, so I don't mean to be downtrodden. That's just more of a positive thing. I'm also, any input that you have, everybody has their feelings, and if there's feelings that we need to do this or need to do that, please jump in and share, you know, as far as something that might not be happening right now that needs to happen. or ideas, I think definitely open to that. Okay. I think another thing with being a member of Rotary is be actively engaged. We talked about that today. The new orientation, we always talk about that, is just, if you're going to be in here, come to the meetings on Thursday, but not only that, but be active participant involvement in Rotary capacity. And also dues. There's a little discussion on that, is collecting dues and all that. Active, make sure your dues are up to date. That's a side note, not again, but just to make sure, because we have the meal and everything like that. So it's very important from the financial standpoint. But anyway, again, this was impromptu. Anything I'm missing that you feel I could add?
Our attendance used to be between 65 and 75 each week. Now we're running about 45 to 50. So that's what COVID has done to our attendance. Even though our total membership has not dropped down that much, our weekly attendance has.
Yeah, so it's evident. It's really evident. And the same thing, again, we go out and some of the, does that stand up and finish? Okay, just making sure. I know those cues now. Yeah. But, and also again, the events, that was something that when that sheet goes around, especially the Halloween parade, but in general, and I know Tim, over the years, you solicited, over the last few years, engagement in your activity, which is excellent. So just not only be a member, but be an active member. So if you could focus on bringing new prospective members, but just people in general as attendees and guests. So,
Like maybe if there was somebody that you used to sit by, you could call and say, hey, nice seeing you.
yeah.
Come on back.
We respect life changes for everybody, and there's the flows and ebbs and flows, but it's a wonderful organization when to try to see this ramp back up, membership ramp back up. So thank you.
Do you want to